Welcome to the Wingman Quickstart Guide. Today we're going to walk you through everything you need to know to be comfortable and confident when using your Wingman, and make sure you get the most out of this device. Though the owner's manual might appear long at first, we promise this device is very simple to use, and today we'll walk you through everything you need to know. Let's walk through the tags attached to your vest. The first is the U.S. Coast Guard information pamphlet. Read this to get comfortable with U.S. Coast Guard approval types and other general life jacket information. The second is the Wingman Owner's Manual. Read this for detailed information on Wingman ownership, usage, and maintenance. The third item is the CO2 cylinder. As you'll note by the large red tag, the Wingman is not armed when you receive it. You must arm the vest before using it, and we'll walk you through how to do so shortly. The fourth item is the optional Velcro piece for the ripcord handle, which we will also walk you through later in this video. The fifth item is a Hyde or Wingman die-cut sticker. These stickers are waterproof and great for kayaks, surfboards, water bottles, cars, and anything else you can think of. Now that we've reviewed the accompanying items, it's time to go through the steps you'll need to follow to use your vest. The first step to arming your Wingman is to check your CO2 cylinder to make sure that it is full. To do this, simply look at the nozzle and make sure that it hasn't been punctured. A new cylinder has an unbroken seal on the nozzle, while a used cylinder will be empty with a hole in the nozzle. To install the cylinder, open the zipper and access the inflator. The triple bursting zipper is designed to open at 3 places, the center of the back and both ends. To open at any of these points, simply pull up as shown. Open the zipper completely and unfold the bladder. You'll note the inflator at the center of the back. The first step is to confirm that the inflator arm is in the ready position. A few notes. The green indicator tab is meant to signal to you that the inflator arm is in the armed and ready position. When the ripcord is pulled, it breaks the green indicator pin and the pin falls out so that the inflator shows red, indicating to you that the device needs to be rearmed. The pins are not reusable. If the ripcord is pulled, you'll need to obtain a new green indicator pin to insert it. An additional note on the green indicator pins. The Wingman does not need the green indicator pin to function. It simply serves as an indicator. If you find yourself in a situation where you need to use the vest but don't have an indicator pin, the vest still functions as long as you have the inflator arm in the armed and ready position and a full CO2 cylinder installed properly. That being said, in order to comply with the U.S. Coast Guard requirements, your vest must always be properly armed with a full CO2 cylinder and all indicators showing green. Once you've confirmed that the inflator is in the ready position, you'll then install your CO2 cylinder. The Wingman is U.S. Coast Guard approved for 23-gram CO2 cylinders with a 1/2 inch threaded nozzle. To install the cylinder, grip the gray inflator body and screw in the cylinder in the clockwise direction until it is firmly in the inflator. Once you've installed the CO2 cylinder, you're then ready to repack your Wingman. The first step to repacking the Wingman is resetting the zipper pull to the beginning. You'll note that the zipper on the Wingman is one continuous zipper, so you must restart it at the beginning to zip it up. To pack the Wingman, you fold it into thirds. Begin by folding the bottom tab up, folding the outer third in, and the inner third back out. Then slide the folded portion into the zippered compartment and begin to zip. Insert the zipper pin into the zipper box and begin to zip like you would a normal coat. A note about the zipper box. The zipper box does not lock the pin in place. This is by design. When you zip, you'll just want to begin slowly, and this area will end up tucked under the cover. Try to make the outer edge align with the neckline when zipping the shoulder area. To repack the vest, you'll fold and zip as you go along, rather than folding the whole thing at once. Once you get to the back, fold the corners inwards. Make sure that the zipper pull runs all the way to the end of the zipper, as this is what allows the zipper to burst open and allows you to access the oral tube if necessary. Your vest is now repacked and ready to be used. The optional Velcro piece is to allow you to secure the ripcord handle in your ideal location. This might vary based on your preferred activity. For instance, if you simply use the Wingman for flat water kayaking, then you might prefer to have the handle more tucked away. However, if you use the Wingman for big wave surfing, then you might want the handle hanging out more for better accessibility. It is entirely personal preference, and the Wingman does not need the Velcro piece to operate. This is a completely optional accessory meant to enhance the user experience by allowing you to customize the handle placement based on your needs. To apply it, separate the two sides. Place the hook side aside. Take the loop side and cut it into 3 vertical strips. Remove the paper backing and stick one piece to each side of the triangle. Then, take the hook side, remove the paper backing and adhere it to the vest in the location where you'd like the handle to be. Press down firmly. Let the pieces set for a few hours before taking it into the water. Note, the Velcro is temporary and can be removed at any time. Simply peel it off of the vest and the handle. The triple bursting zipper is designed to burst at 3 points: the center of the back, and both ends. When the CO2 cylinder fills the bladder, the air pressure pushes to open the zipper at these 3 points for a swift and smooth deployment. You can open these points by pulling up on any of them and peeling open the zipper. We've covered these burst points with fabric overlays to ensure the vest doesn't open when you don't want it to. You'll note that if you pull laterally, the zipper won't open. However, the zippers are designed to open with direct upward pressure, so if you pull up, they'll peel right open. You will also note that at the beginning end of the zipper, the box does not lock in the pin. This is by design and allows the vest to burst open. At the opposite end, you'll note that the zipper pull runs past the end of the teeth on the inside of the zipper. This is also by design and allows the zipper to open at this end. When you're repacking the vest, you'll want to zip carefully around the burst points to make sure you don't accidentally open the vest when you're repacking it. If you cause a little separation, it will end up covered by the fabric overlays and shouldn't cause any issues during use. An additional note: once the vest is repacked, you cannot run the zipper pull backwards. You must pull open the zipper and then re-zip the vest from the beginning. To don the wingman, place it over your head with the center quarter zip facing forwards. Then, fasten the buckle for each underarm strap. Tighten each underarm strap for a snug but comfortable fit. To inflate the wingman using the CO2 cylinder, pull down swiftly and firmly on the white triangular ripcord handle. To access the oral inflation tube, simply pull up on the end of the bottom right side of the zipper and peel the zipper open. Unfold the right side of the bladder and you'll find the oral inflation tube easily accessible there for you. Note, this is why it's critical to ensure the zipper pull runs to the end of the zipper each time when repacking, as it allows you to peel the zipper open from this end. Remove the black cap and blow into the tube to orally inflate the bladder. If you have difficulty opening the zipper completely when orally inflating, partially inflate the bladder and then push the air to the back using your hands, and this will open the zipper completely to allow you to finish inflating the bladder. To deflate the wingman, remove the black dust cap from the end of the oral tube. Depress the valve at the end of the oral tube to let air out of the bladder. You can use your finger or invert the dust cap and use this to depress the valve at the end of the tube. If you'd like to check your CO2 cylinder or the inflator without opening the vest and re-zipping it, we've included a quick access point in the back. You can unscrew the CO2 cylinder, check the inflator through this hole, and then replace the cylinder without ever opening the vest. After submerging your vest in fresh water, open it completely and hang dry it out of direct sunlight. If you expose your vest to salt water, open it completely and rinse it with fresh water before hang drying. Unscrew the CO2 cylinder and rinse the CO2 cylinder and inflator completely, including the metal threads and trigger arm before hang drying. This will help to prevent corrosion. Review the owner's manual for any additional information.